The area which you see on the screen is called the viewport in Blender. So, we are now hovering around the viewport. What is the viewport? It is the area surrounding the object we see, the space where we do our animation work. The viewport is like an empty space or hollow area where we can view and interact with our 3D scene. We can select an object by left-clicking on it. The part of the Blender interface that excludes the object, menu, and icon buttons is called the viewport. See, now I have excluded the object and hidden all the icons.
Hi. Now, let us see how to move an object in the viewport. To move the object, first click on it. You will see arrows appear along the X, Y, and Z axis. Now, click and drag the arrow in the direction you want to move the object. Let us try moving the object along the X, Y, and Z axis. The button in the left-hand corner of the viewport, marked in red, is the one you need to click to move the object. Now, we can freely move the object by selecting it, pressing G on the keyboard, and dragging the mouse cursor in the desired direction within the viewport. If you want to move the object along a specific axis, hold G, then press X, Y, or Z, depending on the axis you want the object to move along. Now, let us see how we can rotate the object. To do this, first select the object, then click on the rotate button located in the left-hand corner, just below the move button you saw earlier. You will see colored circles appear around the object. By clicking on a circle along the X, Y, or Z axis, you can rotate the object by moving the mouse cursor. The rotation is synchronized based on the axis you choose. Now, let us see how we can rotate the object using a shortcut. The shortcut for rotating an object is R. To rotate the object, first select it, and then press R on your keyboard. You will see the object rotating as you move the mouse cursor. However, this rotation will be random and without control. If you want to rotate the object along a specific axis, select the object, press R, and then press X, Y, or Z, depending on the axis along which you want the object to be rotated. Then move the mouse to rotate. Now, let us see how we can scale the object. To scale the object, first select it, then click on the scale button located in the left-hand corner, just below the rotate button. Once the scale button is selected, you will see arrows appear on the object along its axis. You can scale the object by clicking and dragging the arrow on the axis you want to scale. Now, let us see how we can scale the object using a shortcut. The shortcut for scaling an object is S. To scale the object, first select it, and then press S on your keyboard. You will see the object scaling as you move the mouse cursor. However, this scaling will be random and without control. If you want to scale the object along a specific axis, select the object, press S, and then press X, Y, or Z, depending on the axis along which you want to scale the object. Then move the mouse to adjust the size. Now, we are going to transform the object. To do this, first select the object as usual. Then, click the Transform button located in the bottom left corner of the viewport, just below the Scale button. When you click the Transform button, you will see arrows appear around the object for moving and scaling, and circles around it for rotation. This means you can move, scale, or rotate the object all at the same time using this one Transform button. Now, we are going to transform the object exactly according to the values given. This method is commonly used in 3D printing and design, where precision is very important. For example, let us say we want to position the object 5 meters along the x-axis, rotate it 210 degrees on the y-axis, set its length to 5 mm and breadth to 8 mm, which correspond to the x and y axis. Let us see the output.